Welcome to Social Sales Show with me, your host, Kathy Callahan. This is episode number 1. And whether you're here in our Facebook group, over on my Facebook page, you're watching this on YouTube, or you're catching this on LinkedIn, I'm thrilled to have you here. Today, we're going to be diving into why your company's compensation plan, your company's products, or the influencers who might be making certain steps don't matter unless they align with what you truly want. So please, if you are here on a replay, give me a replay in the comments, replay viewer. We are thrilled to be hanging out with you today. Now, I am going to head over into our Social Sales School Facebook group. I am going to share a link. So while I do that and make sure that everybody that's in the group has access to this video today, we're going to share, and if you're on replay, give me this in the comments. We're going to share an oops of the day and a frustration of the day, because I don't know, that sounds like a fun thing to do. I will start sharing with you guys the topic and some fun. And if you've been with us for a long minute, I'll tell a little bit about my story. This is our first episode, right? I'll tell a little bit about my story as we get into it. And this is kind of the first of our weekly show inside of Social Sales School on my business page with this framework. So we're going to onboard you guys a little bit. Some of you are not new, all right? So my oops of the day is that my dress is on backwards. So I was over on my personal page. I love to share on my personal page. And the reason I love to share on my personal page is because I can create different connections than on this page. And I was over on my personal page. I got home from the gym 7 minutes ago, or 7 minutes before it was time to be live. And I decided not to just show up in my gym clothes. And I thought, well, while I am getting ready for this with you guys, I will go onto my personal page, because that's one of the things you can do in your business is actually show how you use your products, show how you show up in life, and share what you're using so that you can sell more, right? And so that's what I was doing. So I got that done. I had 0 minutes to show up with you guys, and I switched over to StreamYard, which leads into my oops and frustration. So I was getting ready for StreamYard. So shout out to everybody who is listening. Do you ever use tech tools and you're like, "Urgh," and I didn't turn it on early, and I went to flip it on and my camera was not working, which means I had to reset my whole computer. And then I was like, my neck itches. And I was like, that's because I have my dress on backwards. And that's how this day has gone so far. So how's your day going? Welcome to Weekly Social Sales Show. I'm very excited to be the host of this. I have been working with you guys inside of Social Sales School. I've been sharing YouTube videos and on a bit on LinkedIn and Instagram for almost 6 years. Okay, so I came into the online space in January of 2019 after a long history offline in business, having nothing to do with social. So does anybody have any offline experience? And today I really want to focus on what we're seeing happening, especially if you're in the network marketing industry. Okay, so say, hey, if you're here, I want to know who's listening. I want to focus you guys on what really does matter versus the things that people are paying attention to and getting distracted with. If that makes sense to you, give me a yes, I understand what you're saying kind of thing here. So I know you guys are on board with me. If you are catching a replay, give me a replay viewer. So let's go ahead and dive in. Whatever your oops of the day has been so far, whatever your frustration of the day has been so far, what's been the good? Right? We want to focus not just on, oh, what's wrong and what the problems are. So today I want to take you from, okay, it's not just about the compensation plan. It's not just about the products. It's not just about the influencers. It's about what I truly want. But what is that? And if I figured out what do I want, what do I do next? Because this is New Year's Eve, right? Today is New Year's Eve, 2024. And so as we're heading into the new year, and you guys are kind of setting your business up, you've got a lot of information coming in. How much are you doing? So we've all been there. At least most of us have been there. Chasing the shiny object only to burn out. And if you haven't been there, good for you. You're probably staying really laser focused on a simple system, working your business, staying in your lane, and getting results. But if that's not you, today I want to give you guys the tools to align your business decisions with personal values. So comment below personal values, something a lot of people don't think about. And it's how we can get off track in our business when all of a sudden we don't align our filter that we should have had with our personal values, our pillars that we stand on, the things that matter to us. We kind of forget about those. We get excited. We jump on the bandwagon, right? So we want to make sure our business decisions align with our personal values, not just external factors. And if we do that alone, that's going to help you make better business decisions, and you won't get shiny object syndrome, and you won't get FOMO, and you won't be able to have unethical marketing practices used against you, right? Now, today I'm also going to share with you a bit of my journey of stepping away from network marketing this whole year, re-entering the space with clear vision, and stick around to the end. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to take the next step in your journey with our Social 365 method. And we have some incredible shout outs for some of our students, okay? So if you haven't yet, go ahead and tag some friends that are entrepreneurs, maybe they're network marketers, social sellers. We have a lot of incredible, amazing people in these communities that are doing big things. For those of you who don't know who I am, real quick, I'm Kathy Callahan. I have over 18 years experience in network marketing, well, 17 years, because I took a year off. I started in 2006 in network marketing, in building businesses on and offline. Okay, and I've learned a lot about what works and what doesn't work. My background's actually in teaching. Are there any teachers in house? Shout out to the teachers. Let me hear from you. I was talking with a lady at the gym today, and she is a school special ed teacher, and she was able to work out and go to the gym, and talking about how great it is to go at the 9:30 hour instead of the 5:30 hour. And I remember that. And I remember the balance of like having to get the kids to where they were going so I could shuffle around work. And it's one of the reasons I decided to leave my teaching career when I learned about network marketing back at 2006, doing it offline through home parties for years and years and years. Later, stepping into taking over the family home care agency, building brick and mortar with employees and legit business, respected brick and mortar business. And I was like, oh, I could figure out how to do this. I had no background in business. I inherited a family business. It was like, right? And so I'm like, network marketing is a very, very, very big stepping stone for a lot of people into business. And I ended up stepping away from that traditional, like, oh, respected business. And I realized it's great, but it stole my whole life away. It really did. So I came back into network marketing 2019, doing it online this time, and started doing virtual events. Now we're calling it weekly show and sell. So give me the word show, SHOW. Layla's here. I see her commenting. It doesn't matter to me what industry, what business, what service, what products. Everybody who's using social media needs a consistent way to show up in your business. And a party was always my love language. A weekly show and sell, the weekly social sales show. All of these are little names for just a 30-minute live every week on purpose at the same time in the same place. And that's what we teach because it's simplified. So when I came into the online space in 2019, that's how I built my business, was on simple live weekly events. Drive traffic to the live, don't overcomplicate, and get fancy later, right? So after that journey, I ended up moving into coaching, working with so many of you guys. So thank you if we've worked together before. Tell me a class you've taken, course you've been in, one of our programs, if you've been using our software, in the club, where have we crossed paths besides just this training? And if you're like, I don't know, I just found this training, let us hear from you about that too. But I decided at the beginning of 2024, personally, I'm gonna give you my top 10 list today, to step out of network marketing completely. And I didn't know if I'd go back. And this isn't one of those like, oh, I planned my retirement and made my comeback and then brought everybody with me kind of stories. It's not that at all. I literally just left. I emailed the CEO and I just said, what I'm doing right now just doesn't align with what you guys are doing, and I can't do it all, right? And I just handled it that way. And I just literally said, what do you want me to do? I could tell my team. I walked away from a paycheck. I walked away before when things were out of alignment because it was taken away from my business outside of what I was doing with network marketing with a different company. So I'm not scared to make change, but I really didn't think I'd be back. So today I'm going to focus on, it doesn't matter to me if it's network marketing, if it's coaching, courses, nutrition, how do you help people? So tell me in the comments below, what is your service, right? What's your offer? And if you're using social media, we help you with that, right? Now, me being back into network marketing, I love this industry. I love the simplicity. I love the fun. It gives me a lot of things for me, and I can still help teach, coach, train, and do all the other things in the CEO of my own business. But it's different, isn't it? But there are some parallels. So to me, it doesn't matter as long as it aligns with your personal values. You're making good, educated decisions about why you're doing what you're doing, why you shouldn't be doing what you're doing. I mean, how many of us stay in anything because it's just our comfort zone or guilt or shame or fear of the unknown, right? So just 2.5 weeks ago, I launched with a company, not the company everybody's going with, not the company that so and so. No, literally, I just searched out. I started thinking about products that I love. This is so important. Products that I use, have used. I'm not really good about jumping on something that I haven't tried before. That's just not my way of doing this. So when we talk about top 10, you'll hear that in there. And then I wanted to launch it my way. So I'm going to teach you guys that today. So if you're ready, say I'm ready. Okay. So when I decided to come back, I was with a renewed focus. I wanted what truly aligned. I did not want to play the games I played before. I understand that network marketing is a vehicle to some income. I don't own the company. I know what the industry has been through this year. I understand it. I knew what I was looking for with compensation and how I was going to sell and how I wanted to show up. I understood what I was looking for. So that's what we're going to focus on for you guys today, right? It was with a renewed focus and really focusing on what truly aligns with me, my values, my vision, my personality, my lifestyle, and what I can truly authentically just show up in my real life and share. Because why wouldn't I want to monetize something that I'm going to show up and share? I don't have problems being an affiliate for things or sharing links, but I had to be purposeful about it, make strategic, educated decisions. So I'm very passionate about helping you guys, helping entrepreneurs build businesses that support your life. Not just chase after compensation plans, not just chase after products that sound good on paper, not just chase what others are doing, not just chase, you're going to miss, like, oh, this is the once in a lifetime opportunity. There will be another one, but you will know if this is your once in a lifetime. You will know if this is the thing you're supposed to take action on, because this is not just about a sale. Not for us in social sales school. Okay. It is about building something sustainable that fits you. Do you understand? And so when we look at all this big opportunity that's around us, the excitement is you're not limited, right? So let me tell you a little bit about social sales school. And I really need to turn my dress around, take my tag off. Hey, Leila, remember I was wearing this yesterday and I couldn't get this thing off? Still can't. So let me tell you a little bit about social sales school. So you guys, if you're watching this video over on Kathy Callahan Facebook business page, I have streamed it into Social Sales School Facebook group. We have a private off social sales school community where we house our paid clubs and our paid programs. It is December 31st today. Okay, on your screen it says socialsaleschool.com. If you're not in there yet, you need to go today. I'm going to talk to you about more why, but I'm telling you right now, January 1st, that changes. Those prices change. Okay, we decided with Social Sales School that we wanted a place for social sellers, network marketers, entrepreneurs to stop chasing all the latest shiny objects and start building a business that truly aligns with your goals. So in the free Facebook group, I do my weekly show just like this every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Central. And inside the private community, the paid community, we teach systems, we teach strategies, we teach simple frameworks that can work for you, no matter what company you're with, no matter what product you're promoting. And our community focuses on collaboration, growth, and fun, not pressure or competition. Okay. So whether you're just getting started or you're scaling your business, we want to support you in the social sales school. So if you're not in our social sales school, we'll talk more about that toward the end of the video. So let's dive into today's topic. All right. Today I want to break down why your company's compensation plan, why your company's products, why what all the other people out there are doing that this is the next best thing since sliced bread, right? Don't really matter unless they truly align with your values, okay? and what you can do about it. So here's the problem. So many of us focus on compensation plans if you're in network marketing. This is a big like selling tool. Trending products, right? The latest, hottest, greatest thing. Influencers they admire. And maybe you would consider me, Kelsey, a friend that's helping me over my personal page. She said, you are an influencer. I'm like, I don't consider myself that. But she's like, you do. You've built an audience of people who trust you. So maybe you would consider me in that boat. I would consider myself a micro influencer. But you guys know what I'm talking about. The big names when they make big shifts, like you're in my inbox talking about it. Okay? Here's the reality. If these elements of what people are doing don't align with what you want to do, and you just follow after the trending products or the compensation plans or where the influencers are going, hoping these will bring you success, it's not the secret to success. Okay? If these elements do not align with you and what you want, you'll get frustrated, you'll get burnout, and you'll end up jumping from one opportunity to the next. Now, I have been out of alignment where I've made decisions, okay? And I'm not saying that there may not be a different opportunity that suits you better. We're talking today about how to decide that. So here's the solution. It's pretty simple. Alignment. When you align your business with your personal values, your purpose, and your long-term vision, you'll stop wasting time on distractions and start building a truly sustainable business. And it's not easy, because I get distracted too. ADHD kicks in, FOMO kicks in, not being good enough kicks in, missing the boat kicks in. You know, oh my gosh, if you don't do it now, you're not going to blah, 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 blah. And so then I stop and say, well, okay, what am I currently doing in my current business? Or if you're thinking about leaving your day job, John Maxwell talks a lot about this. There's this whole like, oh, this dream world in the entrepreneurial space, like freedom and all these things. If you are not showing up wherever you are right now, do you think that's going to change just because you align with a new company and starstruck for a moment? Do you think that because you buy into products that everybody seems to be buying? Like, to me, guys, the hardest part is selling something I'm really not excited about. And maybe you can do it. Maybe you don't need to be passionate, but I have a 3-step formula to deciding if I can really go after it. And some things aren't purpose. Some things aren't purposeful, profitable businesses. Some things are just, I just want to do it for a minute. And that's okay. I don't have to be passionate to go put my stuff on Marketplace. I just need to make $1, right? I don't need to be passionate about. But for me, with purpose business, which is what we're working with in Social Sales School, not just I want to sell it for a minute, not just it sounds fun. How does it fit to the bigger picture? John Maxwell says, purpose is passion. So type this in the comments. Passion, are you passionate about it? To some people, they're like, I don't have to be. I kind of think you have to be if you want to sustain personally. I've seen a lot of people burn out, wake up and go, I've basically sold my soul and it wasn't worth it. Yeah, right. Okay, cool. Purpose plus skills and talents. Either can you gain the skill set or do you have it? Maybe you have some natural talents you can apply, plus value added to others. We've shared that formula here before. I think it's very, very powerful. Hi, Kanethra. Hi, Samantha. I'm glad you guys are here today. That really helped me, not when it was like the side, like, oh, I'm going to babysit some kids, or I ran a summer camp out of my home for 10 years until I moved here. And I knew that wasn't like I'm good at it. I'm a good teacher with skills and talents. I'm adding value to others. I was passionate about it, but not enough to like be like, I can't not do this thing. I'm like, I'm going to do it and I'm going to enjoy it, but it's not my big thing. My big thing is working with you guys, working with the everyday person who's wanting something different, who has a bigger message, and they just need a simple vehicle to get there, right? That's what I want to do. So key insights. I'm going to give with you guys today 10 things. Who saw my 10 lists of the 10 things I would never do again, ever, in network marketing? And if you're not in network marketing, you may not be able to even relate to some of the insanity that some of us have done, that we've forgiven ourselves for, and we've let go of all the guilt and shame that everybody does to us. We're done with that, right? So let's not focus, just like earlier, we focused on our oops and our frustration of the day, or acknowledging the problem. But really, did you know you don't have a problem unless you have a solution? So otherwise, you're just complaining. I do like to complain a lot sometimes, right? It's okay. So here's the 10 things I wouldn't do. If I were relaunching my business, or I were launching my business, or I did not have the results I wanted in my business, which I think all of us can say that's me, or if I've overcomplicated my business, I'm frustrated, I've had a life change, I would look at these 10 things. Number one is build a collaborative community. Now, I'm not telling you to do these things in this order, okay? Kunethra saw this inside of VIP Club. I already dropped this inside of VIP Club. So if you guys are inside of VIP Club and you did not see it, I dropped it 2 days ago, this list, okay? We're going to dive deeper into how you do these things because we teach these in our programs and in our systems. But I would build a community. And if a community is you on your personal page starting to connect with real people, with real conversation, or your community is getting a little bit more advanced and building a Facebook group, do it intentionally. I'm not saying run out today and just like, oh, build a community. Note to self, do that. Chill, right? But take note. I want to create an environment where people support each other, not just push products. That's so important to me. I did it mostly on my personal page. And then I funnel people into the more targeted places that make sense based on what we're connecting about. Number two, I would lead with strategy, not guilt. Now, this comes down to a lot of whether we're marketing or not. Man, we just like beat ourselves up and then we let other people just like ice that cake a little bit more. And we're like, I'm not worthy. Okay, listen, you are. So lead with strategy, not guilt. So let me see if I can pop that up on the screen for you guys. There you go. Okay. You want to guide yourself. So if you're like, oh, pretend like you are in network marketing and you want a team. Or pretend you're like me inside a social sales school and you want a team again. And you want a bigger impact and you can't do it alone. So whether team is used in like building an MLM or team is used in building, when I was the CEO of Morning Glory Home Care, I needed a team to make the mass impact happen. I can only do so much as a team of one. We have to first understand that you guide yourself. So you want to guide yourself and your team with clear strategies and collaboration, not by pushing them into doing things that they don't want. Okay, so if I were doing this again, I am in the MLM space, I would not be, and I don't know, I hope that I never was, I would not be managing people, right? I would not be pushing people. I would be asking them to partner with me and collaborate with me, whether I was their upline or not. I would also celebrate progress, not perfection. This is a big one. Progress is the real win. Unfortunately, it doesn't show up on the star chart all the time. So inside of Social Sales School, we with Anna Maysai in charge of our Impact Makers shout outs, and we've talked with our VIP Club members. We want you guys to participate in what we've done with Impact. Instead of just, oh, you sold 2,500 this month. Oh, I remember when I got a record for a $50,000 month. Feels good. Don't get me wrong, right? But if you tie yourself to that recognition, that star, that trophy, I've gotten #3 worldwide recruiter trophy. It's a big freaking deal. It feels good. But if we don't forget about progress and we're only looking at the perfection, it can be debilitating. So I would always focus on progress as being the real win and celebrate steps of growth. So what we do is we ask our students to fill out, and I've never done this before, take note. Samantha, if you're here, whoever's listening, say hey if you haven't said hey yet. I ask you to fill out a form. Recognize yourself. Where did you make progress this month? Because I am not sleeping with you. I am not at your house. I am not there at the gym. When the moments that your progress are is, imagine, take stuff out of context. We can relax a little bit. When my muscles are like this, and I'm trying to do my bicep thing, and I was like this, and my left arm for some reason was strong, and my right arm was like, you can go. I mean, my left arm was weak, but then there was like a cute guy next to me, so I'm like, keep going, I'm like, I did it. And then the next time I had to go from 20 pounds to 15 because I knew my arm was probably going to rip in half. Like sometimes that's my progress. It wasn't perfect. I did not check the star chart today with my workout. And in business, we tend to throw ourselves big time because we're all stuck in perfection. Oh, it has to show up like that. My leader didn't recognize me. I'm not the #1 company in the city of the town I live in. Listen, next, make it fun, not forced. You guys know this about me. Incentives should motivate people, not pressure people. Working with a member right now, I'm like, hey, are you working for the trip? Does the trip matter to you, right? Do you want to go after that? If so, use it to motivate, right? Not to pressure, not to be like, you're 3 steps away from something you don't even care about. We want to keep things enjoyable and aligned with your vision. This is really customization about doing business. It isn't that cookie cutter. We can have simple systems that you guys can grasp onto so that you can start from where you're at. And then you'll put your own perspective and your own experience, and you'll walk away with your own version of our systems. Now, run it like a business. Ooh, yuck, ouch. It's going to be okay. We're going to have to do this. We're going to have to do this. You have to treat your business like a business. It does not matter to me if you are shooting for $200 a month, $500 a month, $5,000 a month, or $50,000 a month. I've done all those kind of months. You must treat it like a business, or otherwise just recognize it for what it is. Something that you do, and I'm preaching to myself, FYI, always keep in mind, I only can share and teach what I've experienced, right? That's what makes you like a real teacher, is like, oh, you made real mistakes and now you can teach real lessons, not just read the book. So we want to track our business. We want to track data. We want to track things like KPIs, key performance indicators, metrics. When I was running Facebook ads, they use very different words than I use in just regular network marketing with parties. Track the metrics so that I can say to you, how many parties did you do? How many weekly shows? How many people came? How many sales? How many bookings? This is how, if you have my virtual parties made simple, if you go to the end of that course, I show you in the backside, I tracked 4.5 months. From the time I started with the jewelry brand, the first 4.5 months, the first $75,000, the first 29 parties, the first 28 bookings. And I found that I was booking 1 out of every 4 hostesses was becoming a team member. And then I was like, ding, ding, ding. And I was doing on average 6 parties a month. 4 of them as team mega parties. I call them evergreen. And then 2 as private parties. And I started to see this isn't that hard. It's a rinse and repeat process. But see, I would do $0 parties and I would do $1,000 parties. I would get 4 7 bookings and get 0 bookings. It's an average. Remember that relationships and connections matter most, but we have to treat things like a business. When you're connecting with people and you don't have any kind of data that would say, when I go connect with people on Facebook, right, and then I share my group, I'm noticing that I get 10 new group members a week, and all I'm doing is sharing on my personal profile. When I start sharing on Instagram, I'm picking up 5 more. And when I get new group members, out of the first 15 that come in, 5 actually show up on the live. And when 5, listen, this is not that complex, but we literally take nothing seriously. Stop doing that. Align it with your personal brand. What's a personal brand? Network marketing, social sales, when I owned Morning Glory Home Care, when I ran my summer camp, I did it my way. My personal values, not just a sales pitch. That means sometimes it shows up the way you guys don't like it. It's not pretty enough. It's not put together enough. It's not branded enough. And sometimes it's too branded. And sometimes, hello, welcome to my life. Your personal brand is you. It's the thing that you're put on this earth that you can't sleep if you don't do. It's the thing that makes you tick. It's your personality. It's everything that matters to you. And it's the thing that's like that evolution of you as well. Right? So if you say, well, I have to stay with this company because I've been there for X 10,000 years, but no longer are you that person, you're not serving yourself well, and you cannot serve others well when you're out of alignment like that. Ask the right questions. I hope this would go like, I hope that you guys would hopefully feel safe asking questions. One of the things that I would do if I was relaunching, I'm launching or relaunching, and I'm doing the heck out of this with my upline, is I would ask questions. And I don't care that people think that I know what to do because I've done network marketing for X amount of years. I've never been rep with this brand before, right? I don't know how their compensation plan works inside and out. So asking the right questions, helping people define their goals. So as an upline to my new downline, I have to do the same thing. I have to say what matters to you. How can I help? And you have to be available and not force people into a one-size-fits-all mold. That's hard, right? That can be hard, because if we don't want them, are we going to build a team of 5,000 if we have to be so customized and personalized? The truth is, most people are just going to want the cookie cutter, give me a simple system. I'm going to go make 200 to 500 a month. I don't have as big a vision and dreams. And some people are really going to work really closely with you. We've got to give everybody the opportunity. Next, be realistic about results. Man, it's a bummer. Let's go back to my workout, okay? Did you know that arms can have cellulite? I remember when I used to have a problem that I had like some cellulite on my leg. Now it's like on every part of my body. Okay, so when I'm working out in the gym today, and we all have our own thing, so let's not judge each. I don't like when people are like, my hurt is bigger than your hurt. My heart is big. To each their own. I don't like my cellulite arms. It's weird. Like, I just don't want it there. Okay, but I used to beat myself up about, well, at least you have an arm. I get that we can go there. I'm not trying to go there. I'm just trying to be silly and have fun. really, I have cellulite on my arms and it makes me crazy because I've been lifting those weights for 3 months. I have a history of being a healthy person, but see, over the last 4 years, I decided, I don't know, whatever pandemic did to half the world, it did it to me too. And then half my world fell apart. And then I decided to get back into the gym and expected like this, fix it. Make that 47-year-old body that's had a hysterectomy, make that body that's been through all this stress, make that body that doesn't eat right, it's like, fix it. Be realistic about results. I hope we can do this without having to say this again and again, but businesses take time, they take consistency, they take effort, be prepared for the journey. Maxwell says, it's not about destination, it's who you become along the way. And if that doesn't gut punch you, I don't know what does. Because if along the way you are losing part of yourself, you are becoming someone else. And I have been there, Layla, and I had this talk yesterday. I want the income I had before. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I want the paycheck. The $20,000 months were really awesome. Okay. But I've also multiple times willingly walked away, willingly sold businesses, willingly just said, not today, Satan. I'm not doing it at that expense. I'm going to do it right. So then I get to humble myself and I get to say what really matters right now. Okay, and if there's a way to go make your quick dollar and it's ethical and it's moral and it feels good, girl, go. Girl, go. But if you've got this thing that just doesn't seem to be panning out, work with us. Let somebody else have this view of things you can't see. Because that macro view that you can have for yourself, if you'll just elevate yourself out of it, by the way, I know today's a long one. I told you guys it would be. You can see things that you can't, like, okay, so if you take your contacts out, you know, you just see things differently. Or if you put music in your ears while you're working out, I'm in a different world, okay? Sometimes the reality isn't what you think because it's skewed. So be realistic about results, but also let somebody else take a global view if you can't. If you can't do that, like unemotional, just show me what I can't see kind of view for yourself, because that's pretty hard to do, then ask someone else to. And it may not be as complicated or as lengthy of a process for me. A lot of times this is just me, and this is why I taught my spring program with our P3. A lot of times I'm notorious for saying yes. Yes to that, 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 yes, 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 yes. You get the picture? Oh, sure, I can do that too, and I can do that too, and I can do that too, and yes, I can, and yes, I can, and pretty much no, I can't. I'm not honest about it because I want to do all these things. And so then my new thing is a hell yes. If it's not a hell yes, then what if we just went with our hell yeses in our business? If we went with those, maybe we could get more results and maybe we could do less better, right? So maybe we could actually get further traction in our business if we simplified. And that's one of my focuses inside of Social Sales School. 2 more, guys. Next is trust and alignment, which was a big part of what we've been talking about. Are you feeling any of this? Is this good? Is this helpful? If you're ready for like, give me the tangible, what did she do? How did she launch it? How did she make the group? That's what we teach in Social Sales School. We teach the weekly show and sell method. We teach the strategy. We teach the content. That's what we teach you guys. When you trust and alignment, you simply attract people who share your values, share your success, share your values, and share, then success follows naturally. Okay, so here's the problem. I, again, can speak to myself, and I know a lot of you can relate. When we're not in alignment, it seems like we're not getting success. And it seems like we keep attracting the people that just like suck our life away. Do you know what I'm saying? And we have our who. We have the people who we love to serve. And when you're walking in alignment, like when I'm just kind of like head held high, I don't need you in my business. You need me, that whole mentality, right? And I know that I can't serve everyone, but I can serve some people really, really well. And I walk with like where I really am gifted and not apologize for where I really have a lot of shortcomings. Success follows. It just follows. I posted on my page yesterday, don't think that this new brand I'm with, or this new direction that we're taking, or these new things that I've cut out, or these new things that we are doing or aren't doing, don't think that that's not going to be mega. That's going to be mega, but it's taking me a whole year, a whole flipping year to really decide, does it feel like perfect for me? Not perfection in your world, because I'm never going to reach that. I'm never going to reach someone else's definition. And last but not least, keep it simple. Build simple systems that can be duplicated without the overwhelm. Ooh, tough. We got to dumb it down so much. It's like we have to make things so simple. I was a kindergarten teacher. I know how to do simple. My coach Julie told me to make things like a 3rd grader. Quit using big words, quit using the fancy language, quit using all the fancy tech and all the things that don't matter in the beginning. Launch your freaking business. Relaunch your business. We're teaching this inside Social Sales School. Launch your weekly show, period. We're going to teach you a simple way to do it without a Facebook group, without any tech tools, with your face on a screen and a little discomfort, and you're going to show up and it's going to be perfect. And you don't have to do all the steps. You're just going to do it. So what's your next step? If you guys are ready to stop the cycle of chasing shiny objects, start building a business that really aligns. It's profitable, peaceful, profitable, purposeful business. If y'all want that, right? If you want a business that actually aligns with your vision and your values, nobody can take that away. No one can tell you it's not good enough. No one can tell you it's not the right thing because it aligns with you. I can't do that for you. Here's how you guys get involved. Go to socialsaleschool.com. If you're ready to take your network marketing or your social selling business to the next level, you need to simplify. What we're focusing on is getting your weekly show going. So whether you've been in VIP Club for a minute and you've got the access and you're not doing it, like if you are doing a weekly show, you are showing up, sister, sus. You are showing up and you're getting people to start talking to you. You're starting to figure things out. It feels right and you're getting results. Keep going. If not, plug in. Okay. So we're going to help you guys inside a Social Sales School so that you can build a business that's aligned with purpose. That is a very, very, very low, affordable monthly membership. Stay as long as you want. I believe it's a high service. We're taking some of our biggest systems, simplifying them into tangible, actionable results. Our Action Takers Club also launches next week, right? And so Layla's running the club. Diane's got created content, so you guys don't have to stress over all of that. And then a VIP Club, I give you guys my simple systems. If you're like, I don't want to spend $1, plug into free. Man, free yourself until you realize I need more than free. So every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Central, come to the weekly social sales show. That's a mouthful, but I like it. Social sales show. Say it 3 times fast. And you guys can get free resources inside of this group if you are watching this inside of Social Sales School Facebook group. If you're over on YouTube, LinkedIn, or on my business page, get over to Facebook in our group. And if you need more help, will you type help in the comments below. Maybe you need more of a personalized roadmap. Maybe you know that you need a little bit more than the basic simple systems. If you're a leader and you have success, but your team is struggling and you need an onboarding process and a simple system they can work, that's where I started working with a lot of teams. Okay. You can book a clarity call with one of us from the team. We can help you guys figure out what's going to align with your business goals. We are kind of over all the hype. Like I'm seeing a lot of resistance to the stupidity that's been happening, and it's exciting, right? So whatever action you take, make sure it's one that aligns with what you want for your business, because ultimately the reasons I've made decisions is because I realize only I answer for me. Only I get to answer for me. So let's take the next step and make it happen together. Quick shout out as we leave. If you are here from Social Sales School, if you are a team member over in the club, if Layla or Diane is here, if you're in a Sisley Social and you're one of the team members that works with our software users, comment below, shout yourself out, let everybody know what you do for the students. And then if you are a VIP member, if you are in our Action Takers Club or our content theme up club over in Social Sales School, let us know you're a Social Sales School member. Thank you guys for being part of our journey and letting us be part of yours. We appreciate you being here. I will see you next Tuesday. Happy New Year's Eve. And that's a wrap. All right. Bye for now.